Welcome back to Sword Coast Legends. Alright, so we're doing Lydia's personal quest. And because the game is bugged, at least I assume it's a bug, I have to go with an under-leveled character. She's level 3, the rest of my crew is level 15. I guess the one upside is she'll probably gain a couple levels just from going through this, but yeah.
Yes.
So I just want to get through with this. I don't have to use a Lydia again. I can go with the 18. And then when I do Dalinir's quest, I'll have to use him and have another underleveled character, though thankfully not as underleveled as she is. And then once I'm through with that, then I could just play with the 18 for the rest of the campaign. Unless, of course, at some point the game unbugs itself and lets me level her up to level 15.
Of course. Go ahead.
You want this? Is it time for a rest yet?
Anything over here?
Yes. How can I help?
Curse you! Incoming! Big spell coming!
Yeah, your web has no hold on me because I cannot be restrained. How you like that?
Lost. I failed you.
What can I do?
Oh yeah.
Hey, she leveled up to level 4. Now she's slightly less underleveled. You know what? I'm not even worried about her skills. I want to get her some lockpicking. So if I run across chests and stuff. And better search. She's never gonna be a good combat character for me anyway, because she's so underleveled, so I might as well try to make her as best a scout as I can. Alright, wear this cloak. Put some rings on you, necklace of freezing. Sure, that sounds good. +1 to wisdom saves. Doesn't do a whole lot, but whatever. Here's a helmet. The armor she's got on now is max dexterity 2. I might give her this padded armor because she has a dexterity bonus of 3. So that armor is actually interfering with that. Boots of urgency. No, I like the +1 dexterity. She can't wear the gauntlets of ogre power anyway.
Sure.
Alright, nothing here, no secret passages. Okay.
Of course. Yes. Yes?
Incoming! Yeah.
She went down real quick.
Curse you! Dark!
Say, hear my call.
Underdark!
Sure.
More spiders, eh?
All right. There we go.
I wonder if this...
Something.
Oh, Jarho went up a level. Cool. Most of the enemies have been really easy so far. I wonder if the enemies are based off of Lydia's level, and that's why they're so easy for the rest of my crew. Somebody's got a... Oh, she's got 2 more points. Oh, I never applied. Yeah. Okay.
As you wish.
Anything else over here?
Of course. You need something? There we go.
Curse you!
Yes. Sure.
Lady... Oh, there it is. And Sarek. Okay.
What do you need?
And we have a body
The
on an
air
altar.
ripples with foulness, dear Sarek. I abhor the presence of interlopers.
I will deal with them, mistress.
It's him. It's Sarek. Sarek. What has she done to you?
I know that voice. Echoes from the past. Love and hatred. Such hate.
Release Sarek, Drow, and we'll spare you.
Spare me. Spare me. You speak when you do not even understand. It is I who may choose to spare you. And I have made
Okay. Well. Alright, lady. You could talk a big game, but you know, there's 4 of us. Big sharp weapons, bows, spells, all that. Alright, whatever. Lydia, convince Sarek not to attack.
Sarek, please remember. We played together as children. We picked flowers and climbed trees. We made promises to one another, the kind that only foolish children ever make.
I remember. Before the raid. Before
the Drow took us and made us into slaves. You can do this. Zenana may be your mistress, but I am, and always have been, your friend.
Ceric, dear, my patience wears thin. Deal with them before I am forced to bloody...
Oh, you're gonna have all types of blood on you, lady.
No, I can't. I remember. I remember you. And you, mistress. You killed my family.
And thus ends our working relationship, elf. Say your goodbyes to your friend. You shall perish together.
Alright. Well, I mean, you talk a good game, but... Lady, there's one of you... and a whole bunch of us.
You're right.
Ta-da! Let's mark you. Yeah, let's charge her.
There we go!
And get you some of that. And power attack, and...
That was better!
Ceric, my dear friend, I am so sorry.
I do remember you, Lydia. We were not allowed to play together. And then the Drow raided us.
Yes, it is all my fault, dear Ceric. The raids, the deaths, all of it.
It's a long time, Lydia, and you have suffered
My
for it.
penance is nothing compared to my crime.
I remember what happened. The Drow attacked us. We never knew how they found our village or why. But they set upon us like animals. They killed many. And those they didn't kill, they captured as slaves. Zenana took me. And she treated me well enough. Like a favored pet. But my family fought. And for that they died slow deaths.
Pretty sweet Spider-Man costume you got there, though. What will you do now?
I am unsure. I have known only this life for a century. Do I even have a place on the surface anymore? Lydia, I imagine you seek forgiveness and reconciliation. But I am not certain I can offer those things. I am a broken man.
I can help you, Ceric. With Sehanine Moonbow's light, I can show you the way.
Perhaps, one day. For now, I wish to seek my own truth. You have, at the very least, returned that opportunity to me.
Let us escort you from this place.
I would be most grateful for that.
I wish things were different, Ceric.
Now, thanks to you and your friends, they may be.
Doesn't have anything on her? Oh. At least there's this gold pile. And this altar. The altar contains a partially completed ritual started by Lady Zenana. Maybe if I was evil, I could have completed the ritual. It's a long sword.
I found something.
Sword of sharpness. Critical damage increased by 10. Damn. Effigy, Drow Ritual Dagger. Alright, so I only need to leave, but I still want to explore the entire place and see what goodies there are in here.
As you wish.
There's still this whole area over here that I haven't explored. probably gonna be some more drow for me to kill. No big deal. And there they are.
Go ahead.
Charhild. Charge this fool. Yeah, you're restrained. That worked out real well, except, you know, I'm immune.
Curse you! Into the dark!
I think we're safe. Of course. Yes. Sure. As you wish. Trap ahead! Trap disarmed. Of course.
That was a disappointing score. But, oh well. Oh, cool. This is finished now.
Yes. Sure. As you wish. Of course.
I went the wrong way.
Yes.
Yes.
And here is where we part ways.
Are you sure we can't take you somewhere safer?
No place is safer than any other for me. As long as I avoid the drow, I should be as safe as I can
I
be.
can take you to the surface.
You have given me a new life, Lydia. I do not know what that will bring. I want you to have this. It belonged to my mother. When life becomes unbearable, look upon it, and remember that I walk free only because you searched for me.
Should you ever need anything, I will do what I can to provide. May the Lady of Dreams do all she can to protect and keep you.
What do I get? Ah, damn it, the achievement pop-up has blocked it. Frickin' Steam. Sarek's Ring. Heals 7 to 10 every 10 seconds. Plus 4 armor class. Wow, that is pretty good. Cool. Alright, that's done. Now, I can dump Lydia back into my adventurous camp and get the A-team back together. Let's see. Alright, let's travel to the adventurous camp.
Yes!
Meet up with Valag in the Underdark, but where? I'm gonna probably need, what's his name? Dalir in my party for that. So, alright. Let's see if we can knock that one out of the way. How the hell's the exit? There's the exit.
Can do.
This has a marker. Grackle still has a marker. So he's in the he's in the Dark Lake district somewhere, huh? And waylaid? Oh, good. Good. No waylaid.
Anyone else feel that?
Markers on my map? Not yet. Hopefully I run into him somewhere. It's probably, if I'm gonna take a guess, is he's at the tavern.
All right.
So let's go there first. That to me makes the most sense. So clearly that's not where he'll be. But let's check it anyway.
No, all right.
Fancy seeing you again. Care for some wine?
I was hoping he might have information for me about Valag, but clearly this guy's just a human. He's gonna be like, hey, leave me alone. Aha!
Yes.
What can I do?
Ah, there you are. You've brought friends.
You can trust them, Valak, on my reputation.
It matters not. This meeting is a courtesy for Beniago, nothing more. What you do with the information is up to you.
What is this about?
Dalir, ask your friends to consider their words carefully. I'm not here for them. You are aware of Belloir mine, I take it.
Of course.
Your sister, the esteemed Lady Testra Shafir, awaits you there. She is understandably anxious to see you.
Ha! Yes, I imagine she is.
We'll go to Belloir Mine at once.
I will mark its location on your map, so that your friends will not get lost along the way.
My thanks, Valak. Give my regards to Ben Yaga.
But of course, I live to be the middleman for your communications. Best of luck. Telistra awaits.
Well, that's interesting. When Beniago pays a debt, he repays it with interest.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
I am not certain. Common sense dictates that I kill her. After all, she has hunted me more or less since my birth. There would be a certain peace that comes from knowing that she is dead, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Regardless, we must deal with the situation. Beniago has provided me with a gift at the Belloir mine. It is my responsibility to collect it. At our earliest convenience, of course.
Oh, let's just go there now.
What? Done. Right. All right. No. All right. Yes. Done. Right.
So where's this mine? Ah, Belloir mine. Okay. And waylaid. Okay.
How can I help?
Much better.
This should spice things up a bit.
Let's try that again. Once a prospect of mine, these forgotten caverns are now controlled by brigand Dalir, who employ the twisting caverns as the mine's denizens to defend their secret activities from outsiders.
Belloir Mine. Once a mine run by deep gnomes, now a hidden base for brigand Dalir. Be mindful. This place has safeguards against intruders. They likely won't disable them on my account.
Yes, traps. I'm expecting that.
No, all right. Yes, done.
Well, didn't see that one.
Yeah, that should do it. Track.
At least you saw that one.
Got it. Right. Oh, what's this? All right.
You notice differently colored shards among the... Oh, we're gonna have us a puzzle.
One downside of working with brigand Dalir is that things are rarely as straightforward as you might hope. These pedestals represent a puzzle of some sort. Obviously, they want to make us earn our way through.
Step up to a dark stone pedestal. There's a small slot beneath the surface with a crystal shard inserted. Okay, so I have 2 shards. I don't see anywhere else to get more. So if I should put a shard there. The violet shard, okay. That lights up these. What if I put a blue shard here? Ah, that did that one and this one. Okay. Let's take this one out. If I put it here. Okay. Seems like I need more of these. So they only do 2 spots each. I'm gonna probably... So I'll need 2 more. Alright, so I cut a bunch out of me going back and forth and looking for more crystals. Turns out there's a secret passage there. I guess you need a pretty high perception. Because I'm sure I've passed by here, but I went by a couple more times and eventually I found it. Nothing exciting in there. You didn't miss anything. There's like 3 more crystals. There were a bunch of traps in the process. Bregan went up a level, so let's level him up now. It's 2 more points. Can't put any more into wisdom. Increase his strength. Let's do that. His abilities. Could buff up all my healing. Is there anything I want that costs 3 points? I don't care about Revivify. This is 3 points. Guardian of Faith. Celestial Being into the plane at target point. All enemies within 5 yards must make a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw. On failed save, a creature will take 13 to 28 radiant, or half as much on a success. The Celestial Guardian remains in place for 6 seconds. Each enemy still within range must make a new save each round. Well, 6 seconds is 1 round, so they only need to do it once. Unless they change how long a round lasts. I don't know. That doesn't really sound all that great. I think I'm gonna get this shield rush though. Get me a little more mobility. Have it over there. And let's further buff up all my healing. Alright, so I got a bunch of crystals. I got a yellow one, a turquoise one, a green one, or a yellow one, a turquoise one, and a... I'm not sure, but I don't think I'm going to need all of them. I think I'm going to need 3. So, alright, let's check this out. Yellow, turquoise, green. Let's try the turquoise. No. Each one probably has a pattern, I think, that they fit. Crystal. So there's one on the bottom and then 2 there. Okay. Put it back in this one. Right, okay, I see how that works. Yeah, I don't know if that's... Let's remove it. So it's 2. So there's 1 and then 1, 2, 2 over. No, that's not the pattern I'm looking for. Let's try the yellow crystal. Just 1? Okay, what does the green crystal do? 2 of them. Opposite. Okay, so let's remove that. There's 3, they're exactly opposite. So if I remove this one, let's move this blue crystal. Let's try putting it here. No, it doesn't set up a spot where I have opposite. Although, so I'll put it there. Let's put it here. That's no good then. Alright, now I have these 2 opposite. So is this one that I put the green one in? Yes. And then the yellow one here. Haha! This should work, right? Why isn't it? They're all lit up. Why doesn't this work? That seems correct. Do I have to do it with only 3 crystals or something? Do I have to do it with all of them? I can't do it with all of them. I don't understand. They're all lit up. All of them. Turquoise one does 4, huh? So it's the one where I place it, one next to it, one across and one across. Let's take this blue one out. Blue one does this, this, and this. So that one does 2 across. Alright, let's see. This one does 2 across also, right? Okay, that one does opposite, yeah. Okay, so I got these 4. Alright, so if I just put the blue one back in here, that'll be all of them, and it'll be only 3 crystals. Aha! It had to be done with 3 crystals.
Done. Let me.
Symbol of House Mizram. Okay.
All right.
Is there going to be another puzzle?
Well, someone's been busy. From the looks of that altar, we might be up against another puzzle. I'd almost forgotten how much I enjoyed the more subtle aspects of adventuring.
Ah, joy. Let me save my game. Alright, so let's examine these. I only have that one symbol.
A drow symbol. Maybe it's related to the puzzle. Perhaps we should take it.
Okay. Alright, so there's more symbols. The House of the Drow House Mellarn. Let's take it. Drow House Duarden. Okay. I didn't open that, but it did open this passageway. So let's see what's over here. Check grid.
Yes. No. All right.
Dalir Chafir. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far.
Yes, well, someone forgot to disable the traps along the way here. Interesting oversight, that.
Yes. Oversight. Exactly. The Lady Talistra awaits you. Beniargo has decreed that you alone shall determine her fate. I might suggest that you run her through with all haste.
Is there anything else we should know before we go in?
Only that when you enter here, Beniargo considers his debt to you paid, and I release all responsibility over her to you. She is held in a magical binding, but I consider her far from helpless. We have removed her equipment, including this amulet, which seemed to anger her to no end. It must have some power we can't detect. Of course. Just be careful with that. It makes me uneasy. Give that harm.
Sweet, I got an amulet. Let's see this amulet. Okay, I don't know what it does.
Done.
Alright, Dalir, do the honors.
Come in, little brother. Let me look at you. My, how you've grown. Mother would be proud that her unwanted son has done so well for himself.
You know, sister, I've often dreaded the day when we would meet face to face once more. If I had known it would be like this, perhaps I would have felt differently.
My dear forsaken brother, don't insult me. I could escape this elementary cantrip any time I please. I could have both you and Tessilis marching to the slave markets of Mantle Death with but a single wave of my hand.
So do it. Call off your pursuit of Dalir. Now.
Call off my pursuit. My brother stands before me now. I have but to cast off my restraints.
Go for
and
it.
his life will be in my hands. But is that what I want in this moment? Perhaps not. I hear our dear brother is consorting with a powerful demon. The Lady Zenana says Loth remains silent about Tessilis.
Lady Zenana's dead.
But I plan to see him dead as much as you.
If you have something to say, I suggest you do it now.
You have a choice, dear brother. Kill me and risk the wrath of Loth, or allow me to walk free and risk the wrath of Talistra.
Third option, kill you and Loth can go hang herself.
Such delicious blasphemy.
I like that
Tell
option.
me, have you ever felt the wrath of a god? I assume from your flippant dismissal, you have not.
I suggest you end this, Dalir. She will only keep coming after you.
I agree. My dear sister, I had hoped you'd give me a reason not to do this, but you have only reinforced the necessity of ending your life.
So be it, dear one. A century of searching has come down to this moment. It is just as sweet as I imagined.
This shouldn't take long.
I thought they removed their weapons. She's got a freaking mace in her hand. He lied to us. Well, he's a drow. Okay. So, let's see. Get over here won't work because I can't drag her over the cliff. So, let's just... Anders shout.
Yes! What do you need?
I doubt sleep will work. She's a drow anyway. Lightning bolt her.
What?
Let's rain some daggers on top of her. And let's go ahead and bless. And we'll go aspect of the mountain.
Did I do that?
Damn!
Here we go!
She got chunked. And she was all confident that... Yeah. Let's just rain. +3 wisdom, +3 intelligence. Nice. Nice.
All right. Right. Yes. No, all right. Done.
I mean, it was pretty clear that she was gonna do in Dalir. You know, she might have helped us now, but then she would have done him in afterwards. I'm not stupid.
It is done. A century of hiding over in seconds. And yet, somehow unfulfilling.
I was glad to hear that witch's final screams. You did as Beniargo hoped you would. Take this letter and give it to our contact in Luskan. He will give you a gift. A little something further from Beniargo in the event that you made the correct choice. Go now and be safe out there.
Sweet. Alright, that takes care of everybody's personal quests. There's still the matter of this door. I bet there's some treasure behind it. It's not part of this quest, but just in case I blow myself up trying to figure out this puzzle, let's look at this. Before you stands an altar with drow symbols carved into the cold surface.
You see that there? An indentation in the stone. There are symbols of the houses of Menzoberranzan on the walls. There's probably another symbol that goes here. That's odd. Bregan Death pays no homage to the houses of the drow. I'd think they'd as soon tear those symbols from the walls as venerate them in this way.
Aha! That was easy.
Right.
That was the one I picked up earlier that was not on one of these pedestals.
Yes.
Goodies for me?
All right, get in here. Trap. Got it. No, all right. Done.
A bigger chamber than I imagined. I thought it was just going to be like a treasure chamber or
All
something.
right. Good. Trap.
Ah, there's the treasure chamber.
Got it.
Hindering sash. How about that ring with the +3? +3. Let's see. Wisdom right now is 24. I've got this. This ring gives me +2. Switching that out wouldn't make a difference. Switching this out would. But this does give me resistance to fear, which is very useful. I might give the ring to Hamid, whom I'll switch out for Dalir as my wizard once I finish up with this. Since that'll give him more intelligence also. I mean, his intelligence is already ridiculous, but what the heck. Oh wow, this keeps going.
Yes.
There's another door,
No,
locked
all
door.
right.
I
Bye.
love it. Is this just the way out?
This lever is awfully conspicuous. It has to be a trap.
It's not if we have a choice. What kind of
As
monstro?
expected. Ready for this?
What do we got? Elite Umbra Hulk. That's it? Just one? Wow, this place keeps going and going. I didn't expect it.
How can I help?
Ta-da. Alright.
Anyone else feel that?
Yes.
Something just touched me.
What do you need?
Ah, there's more. There's at least 2 Umbra Hulks. Okay.
And here we go.
And confused. That's a bummer.
I hear something.
can I help?
Okay.
Maybe I can help.
Oh, the filter of restoration. Can't use that, huh?
What?
You rang.
Now he's confused too. At least Bregan isn't anymore. And I can unconfuse Jarhild. Which one of these is the most hurt? This one.
Yeah, boss.
We can get a heal going.
Let's do this.
Go ahead.
Great, he's confused again. Everybody's confused. No, I can't control anybody now.
Yes.
Can't drink another one of these filters, can I? This confusion's gonna... Alright, he's unconfused again. Still can't cast Restoration just yet. He can heal himself, though. And now he's confused before I can cast the frickin' spell. Wow, this fight is frickin' ridiculous. I just can't do anything.
Need a boost.
Yes.
Maybe I can help. Need some protection.
What can I do?
Watch out! You're right.
I was sleeping.
I gotta whittle the numbers down. It's just gonna keep confusing me. Why are you... Fine, okay, this guy's stunned, that's fine. This guy's down, alright. That makes sense, actually.
Take this.
Alright, I got one of them down. And now almost everybody's confused again.
You need something?
brilliant trap design. An intruder would believe they solved the puzzle, but it leads them right to here.
Anyone else feel that? I feel like a god. Something just touched me.
That was rough. I was real close to death there for a while. When I had like everybody confused at the same time. There's another lever there. What else am I gonna have to go through?
All right.
Ooh. Nice. Nice. I can complete that quest now.
Right.
Nice. So this was a trap room, but that tome was in here. So it wasn't all for nothing.
No, all right. Done. All right. Right. Yes. No, all right. Done.
Who's still behind? Ah, freaking Dalir. Why you gotta be so slow, man? Alright.
Let's do this.
So, going to leave off here. We'll swap out the party back for the A-team. And really the only thing left is to go back to Luskan, hand in a couple quests, and yeah, we'll return to that, get the prize, hand in these tomes. I don't know if I've gotten enough Mark Rubies, but I'll see. This list of names, I don't know. I'm not even worried about this quest. And then after that, it's off to Endgame. So that's where we'll pick up next time.